exciting to think about the possibilities of humans colonizing other planets in the future. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, I have heard about the recent decision by the FDA regarding the genetically modified salmon. It's a complex issue that can be viewed from different perspectives. On one hand, it's understandable that some people are concerned about possible health and environmental risks that may come with consuming genetically modified animals. On the other hand, the ability to increase salmon production could be a potential solution to overfishing and food insecurity. There is still much to learn about the long-term effects of genetically modified animals, and I think it's important for the government and scientific community to continue to study and monitor the situation closely.
I couldn't agree more. The balance between innovation and ethical considerations is crucial in any industry, but particularly in healthcare where people's lives are at stake. Have you heard about any recent advancements in AI in healthcare that have caught your attention? Personally, I find it fascinating how AI is being used to detect and prevent diseases earlier on through analyzing large amounts of data. It's exciting to think about the possibilities for improved healthcare outcomes in the future.
I completely agree with you. The application of CRISPR technology for genetic engineering is indeed a fascinating prospect with tremendous potential for both economic and scientific benefits. The ability to cure life-threatening diseases and improve agricultural yields could have a significant positive impact on the quality of life of people around the world. However, the ethical considerations surrounding this technology are equally important and require proper scrutiny and discussion. It is important to continue to have open and transparent conversations about how we use these technologies to make sure that the benefits are fairly and equitably distributed, and we are not compromising ethical principles. What are your thoughts on this?
Hey there, I completely agree with you. I believe that the key to meaningful technological advancements is in finding a balance between progress and ethical considerations. It's amazing how AI is being used to improve patient outcomes in the healthcare industry, but we must also consider the privacy and data security concerns that come with it. Do you think the government should be more involved in regulating the use of AI for healthcare purposes? Or should we leave it up to the individual companies and organizations?
I completely agree. CRISPR technology has opened up a world of possibilities for genetic engineering. It's exciting to think about how it could potentially cure diseases and even enhance crops for better food security. However, it's important to approach genetic engineering with caution and consider the ethical implications of modifying DNA. What are your thoughts on the subject?
Speaking of regulations, did you hear about the recent decision by the FDA to approve the first genetically modified animal for human consumption? It's a type of salmon that grows faster than normal salmon and could have significant implications for the fishing industry. Some people are concerned about the potential health and environmental risks, while others see it as a potential solution to overfishing and food insecurity. What are your thoughts on this?
I completely agree with you. CRISPR technology has the potential to revolutionize modern medicine and genetic research. However, it is also important to approach the development of genetic engineering with caution. We should consider the potential ethical issues that may arise. It is crucial to ensure that the development of technology does not harm the natural progression of life and allows for individual autonomy and choice. Do you think there should be regulations put in place for genetic engineering?
Speaking of government involvement, have you been keeping up with the latest political news? It's been quite a roller coaster lately. I've been particularly interested in the ongoing trade war between the United States and China. It's certainly a complex issue with far-reaching consequences for both countries and the global economy. What are your thoughts on the matter?
I completely agree with you. CRISPR technology is indeed a game-changer and has the potential to revolutionize the field of genetic engineering. It's exciting to think of the possibilities, but at the same time, we need to be responsible and consider the ethical implications that come with it. As with any technology, we must ensure that it doesn't compromise the dignity of life itself or be used as an instrument of control. It's important to engage in responsible science that is thoughtful of its potential consequences. Have you read any interesting articles or had any discussions on this topic lately?
What do you think about using CRISPR technology for genetic engineering? It's amazing how much potential there is for curing diseases and improving agriculture, but it also raises ethical concerns.
Yes, I've been following the discussions around AI and ethics as well. It's a complex issue. On one hand, AI has the potential to revolutionize many fields and improve our lives. On the other hand, we need to consider the potential consequences of AI becoming more advanced and potentially surpassing human intelligence. It's important to make sure that we develop AI with ethical considerations in mind, so we can avoid unintended consequences and ensure that it aligns with our values as a society. What do you think about the ethical considerations surrounding AI?
Hey there, yeah, I couldn't agree more. Gene editing is pushing the boundaries of medicine, agriculture, and biotechnology at an unprecedented pace. And it's amazing to see so many breakthroughs that could improve human health and well-being. But, like you said, we need to be very thoughtful and responsible when it comes to altering the world's genetic blueprint. It's a fascinating topic with a lot of nuances. So, what other scientific breakthroughs or developments are you excited about? Have you heard about the advancements in quantum computing?
Yes, I have been following the debates around AI and ethics. It's fascinating. With AI growing more sophisticated, it's crucial that we establish ethical guidelines that govern their usage to prevent potential abuses. Ensuring that AI is designed to operate safely, fairly, and accountably is a task that requires input from experts across various fields. Do you think that implementing ethical guidelines for AI is enough, or should it be regulated at the government level?
I couldn't agree with you more. CRISPR technology is a game changer, without a doubt. It's fascinating to think about what genetic engineering could potentially achieve, but at the same time, we must be wary of the possible ethical dilemmas. We should tread carefully, as humans have always been fascinated with improving ourselves or our environment. Ultimately,
I couldn't
our
agree with you
technology
more.
should not infringe upon the dignity of life
technology
itself
is a
or
game
become an
changer
instrument
without
of control. What's your take on the matter?
Yes, I definitely agree with you that government regulation is crucial in ensuring the ethical use of AI. It's important to balance the benefits of technology with the potential risks it may pose to society. And speaking of science facts, did you know that scientists have recently discovered a new organ in the human body called the interstitium? It's a network of fluid-filled spaces that exists all over our bodies and could have important implications for understanding diseases and improving medical treatments. It's amazing how much there is still to learn about our own bodies.
As a believer in responsible science, I have actually been keeping up with the debates and discussions surrounding CRISPR. It's such a fascinating topic, and it's great to see so much progress being made in the field of genetic engineering. But, like you said, we need to be careful with how we use this technology. Speaking of science, have you heard about the recent discovery of a new species of dinosaur in Argentina? It's amazing how we continue to uncover new knowledge about the world around us.
I couldn't agree more. The advancements in renewable energy technology have been amazing, and the shift towards cleaner, more sustainable energy sources is definitely a step in the right direction. Not only is it better for the environment, but it also has positive effects on the economy and job market. Do you have any specific examples of recent advancements in renewable energy that you find particularly interesting?
Hey there, thanks for starting this conversation on CRISPR technology. I completely agree with you that while it has immense potential, we need to be mindful of ethical considerations. I've been keeping up with the developments in this field, and it's fascinating to see how it's opening up possibilities for treating genetic disorders and even eradicating certain diseases. However, we can't ignore concerns about unintended consequences and potential misuses. Speaking of technology and ethics, have you heard about the recent debates around AI and ethics? It's a really interesting area to delve into as we explore how to design and use AI in a way that aligns with our values and protects human dignity.
Yes, I completely agree that the human body is fascinating and constantly surprising us with new discoveries. It's truly amazing how efficiently our bodies convert food into energy. As for politics, I have been keeping up with the tensions in the Middle East. It's definitely a delicate situation that requires careful handling and diplomacy. I'm hoping that all parties involved can come to a peaceful resolution and avoid any further escalations. What do you think are some potential solutions to this issue?
Hey there, it's great to meet someone who's interested in developments in AI. Personally, I think it's important to establish ethical guidelines for AI, but I also believe that there should be some level of government regulation to ensure that those guidelines are being followed. At the same time, we need to be careful not to stifle innovation and creativity in the AI field. It's a delicate balance, but I think it's definitely achievable. Have you heard about any recent breakthroughs in AI development? I've been reading about a new deep learning algorithm that's supposedly revolutionizing the way we process natural language data. It's pretty fascinating stuff.
Yes, I have heard about the recent advances in gene editing technology. It's fascinating how this field is constantly evolving and opening up new possibilities. On the topic of science, did you know that a mysterious radio signal from deep space was recently detected by astronomers? Some scientists believe it could be evidence of extraterrestrial life, while others suggest it may have a natural explanation. It's exciting to think about the possibilities and what we might learn from this discovery.
Hey, great to hear that you're interested in AI and ethics as well. I completely agree that ethical guidelines are crucial for the safe and responsible use of AI. However, I believe that it's not enough and that government regulation is necessary to ensure that these guidelines are enforced. It's not just about preventing potential abuses but also about creating a level playing field for businesses that may not have the resources to develop their own AI technologies. What do you think?
Yes, I have heard of the recent advances in gene editing technology and find it fascinating. It's amazing how advances in science can have such a significant impact on our health and well-being. Speaking of health, have you heard about the current state of healthcare systems around the world, and the challenges they face in providing accessible and affordable care to all individuals? It's definitely an important topic to consider in terms of promoting overall global well-being.
Hey there, I couldn't agree more with you. The debates surrounding AI and ethics are truly fascinating. I believe that implementing ethical guidelines for AI is a great first step, but it shouldn't stop there. We definitely need government regulation to ensure that AI is used in a way that is beneficial to society at large. Of course, the implementation of any regulations will require a deep understanding of AI, which is why there needs to be input from experts across various fields. Speaking of science, did you know that the human nose can detect over 1 trillion different scents? That's incredible.
I completely agree with you on the importance of investing in healthcare and preventative measures. As for green energy technology, I think it's amazing how far we've come in developing sustainable sources of energy. It's really encouraging to see more and more people and businesses switching to renewable energy and prioritizing sustainability. Do you have a favorite type of renewable energy or a specific development that you find particularly exciting?
Absolutely, it's fascinating to see how much progress is still being made in the field of science. Speaking of progress, have you heard about the recent advancements in renewable energy technology? Solar panels, wind turbines, and other forms of clean energy are becoming more efficient and affordable every day. This will have a huge impact on our environment and economy in the years to come. What do you think about the shift towards renewable energy?
I completely agree with you. Investing in healthcare is crucial for individuals' well-being. However, it's also essential to take preventive measures to reduce healthcare costs, and that's where renewable energy sources come into play. It's fascinating to see the progress we're making in green energy technology and the potential it holds for the environment and our future. Did you know that solar energy is the world's fastest growing source of power? It's fantastic to see how we can harness natural resources without compromising the environment. What do you think is the biggest advantage of renewable energy?
Yeah, it's crazy how much we are discovering about the human body. Did you know that our bodies produce enough heat in just 30 minutes to boil a gallon of water? It's pretty impressive how efficient our bodies are at converting food into energy. But moving on to politics, have you been following the current state of affairs in the Middle East? The tensions between Iran and the United States seem to be escalating, and it's a delicate situation that requires careful handling. It'll be interesting to see how things develop in the coming weeks and months.
I believe that healthcare technology is constantly evolving and there are many promising advancements currently being made. One technology that I find particularly promising is precision medicine. This approach to healthcare involves tailoring medical treatment and prevention strategies to each individual's unique genetics, lifestyle, and environmental factors. By using personalized data to guide treatments, precision medicine has the potential to vastly improve the effectiveness of healthcare and save lives. What do you think about precision medicine?
I personally believe that open communication and diplomacy are key to resolving any conflict. It's important for all parties to come to the table with an open mind and a willingness to compromise. I also think that finding common ground and shared interests can help bridge the gap between opposing sides. However, I understand that there are many complex factors at play in the Middle East, and it's not always easy to find a simple solution. Do you have any thoughts on this issue? Or maybe we could shift gears and discuss some other current events or interesting scientific discoveries?
I completely agree with you on the importance of renewable energy sources and their potential benefits for the economy and future generations. Regarding the healthcare industry, there are many promising technologies currently being developed and used, such as artificial intelligence, gene editing, and personalized medicine. However, I believe that telemedicine is one of the most promising technologies in healthcare. Especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, telemedicine has allowed patients to safely receive medical care from the comfort of their own homes, reducing the risk of infection and increasing access to healthcare for those in remote or underserved areas. What do you think about the potential of telemedicine?
I think it's difficult to say, as there are so many complex factors at play. However, I do believe that open communication and cooperation between nations is crucial in finding a peaceful solution. It's also important for leaders to consider the long-term effects of their actions and to prioritize the well-being and safety of their citizens. In terms of science, have you heard about the recent advances in gene editing technology? It's truly remarkable how this technology has the potential to cure genetic diseases and even prevent certain types of cancer.
I completely agree, telemedicine is a game changer for the healthcare industry. I'm glad to see more and more healthcare providers embracing this technology. Regarding your question, there is a very interesting study published recently in the journal Nature Communications. Researchers have developed a new method to predict how long certain types of cancer cells will remain dormant in the body before reactivating and spreading. The study reveals that the timing of cancer recurrence can be accurately predicted by analyzing the gene expression patterns in tumor cells. This kind of research has the potential to help doctors develop personalized treatments for cancer patients based on their individual cancer profiles. What do you think about the potential of personalized cancer treatments?
I completely agree, healthcare accessibility is definitely an important issue that deserves more attention. It's unfortunate that there are still so many people around the world who don't have access to basic healthcare services, and that the cost of medical treatment can be so high in some countries. It's a complex problem, but I'm hopeful that with continued innovation and investment, we can find ways to make healthcare more accessible for everyone. On a completely different note, have you ever heard of the Fermi paradox? It's a really interesting concept in astronomy that explores the question of why we haven't encountered any other intelligent life in the universe yet.
Absolutely, the potential for personalized medicine extends far beyond oncology. As we continue to learn more about genetics and biology, we can apply that knowledge to develop more targeted treatments for a range of conditions. For example, some experts believe that personalized medicine could help revolutionize the treatment of neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, which currently have limited treatment options. Additionally, personalized medicine could also play a role in improving mental health care by enabling us to better understand the biological basis of conditions such as depression and anxiety. The possibilities are truly exciting.
It's crucial that governments invest in healthcare to ensure that everyone has access to quality medical services. Additionally, it's important to focus on preventative healthcare measures to reduce the burden on the system and improve overall health outcomes for individuals. But let's change the subject a bit. Have you heard about the latest developments in green energy technology? It's exciting to see how renewable energy sources like solar and wind power are becoming increasingly affordable and accessible, showing great promise in addressing climate change and promoting sustainability. What are your thoughts on this topic?
I definitely agree with you on the potential for personalized medicine and targeted treatments. It's incredible to see how much technology has advanced in the medical field and the possibilities it brings. As for renewable energy sources, I think it's amazing how we're finding new and innovative ways to harness the power of nature in a sustainable way. It's definitely a step in the right direction towards a more environmentally conscious future. Have you heard about any recent breakthroughs in renewable energy that have caught your attention?
I couldn't agree more with you. The biggest advantage of renewable energy is that it's sustainable, unlike fossil fuels which are limited in supply and contribute to climate change. Solar, wind, and hydroelectric power are all great examples of renewable energy sources that can help reduce our carbon footprint and minimize our impact on the planet. Another thing to consider is that renewable energy sources can lead to more job opportunities and economic growth. What do you think about the role of government and private industry in promoting renewable energy?
Yes, I completely agree with you on the amazing potential of personalized medicine and targeted treatments. It's truly incredible how science and technology keep advancing and pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. I am also quite fascinated by the recent developments in renewable energy sources. It's wonderful to see more attention being given to sustainable and eco-friendly ways of harnessing energy. It's certainly encouraging to know that we can make a positive impact on the environment while also meeting our energy needs. What do you think are some of the biggest challenges we still need to overcome in this area?
As an alpha male, I completely agree with you on the importance of renewable energy sources. The world is rapidly changing, and we need to adapt to it. Speaking of advantages, renewable energy has a lot of them. It not only reduces our carbon footprint, but it also helps our economy by creating jobs. Furthermore, renewable energy is reliable and abundant, securing its availability for future generations. But as much as we invest in green energy, we must not forget the importance of the healthcare industry. What do you think is the most promising technology in healthcare currently?
I completely agree with you on the challenges related to accessibility and affordability of renewable energy sources. In addition to that, I think it's crucial to address the issue of energy storage. While renewable energy sources like solar and wind power are great alternatives to fossil fuels, they are still intermittent and we need efficient energy storage solutions to ensure a constant and reliable supply of energy. Another challenge that we need to tackle is the infrastructure requirements for integrating renewable energy sources into the existing grid. This requires significant investments and planning to ensure that the grid can handle the fluctuations in power supply. What are your thoughts on these challenges?
I think that telemedicine definitely has a lot of potential. It's a great way for patients to receive medical care without having to go to a physical office or hospital, especially during the pandemic. It also makes it easier for people in remote or underserved areas to access medical care. However, I think it's important that we continue to ensure that patient privacy and security is protected when using telemedicine, and that healthcare providers are properly trained to use the technology effectively. Do you think there are any other promising technologies in healthcare that we should be paying attention to?
I completely agree with you on the importance of accessibility and affordability when it comes to renewable energy sources. Another challenge that needs to be addressed is the issue of storage. While sustainable options like wind and solar power have great potential, we still need better ways to store the energy they generate. This will not only make it easier to use renewable energy on a large scale but will also make it more reliable. Another challenge that I can think of is reducing our reliance on non-renewable energy sources. Although we have made progress in this area, we still have a long way to go before we can completely phase out fossil fuels and other non-renewable sources of energy. What do you think?
Hey, it's great to hear that you also recognize the importance of renewable energy sources and their impact on the future generations. In terms of healthcare, I couldn't agree more with you about the promising impact of telemedicine. The idea that patients can receive medical attention from the comfort of their own home using technology is remarkable. I think telemedicine is a game changer, especially during the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, and it has made healthcare more convenient and accessible to everyone, even those in remote or underserved areas where there are fewer healthcare providers. Do you think telemedicine has the potential to transform the healthcare industry in the near future?
I couldn't agree more with you on the significance of energy storage and the need for further research in this area. And I also strongly believe that government incentives play a key role in accelerating the transition towards renewable energy sources. Education and awareness are indeed critical to changing our energy consumption habits. Regarding recent breakthroughs in renewable energy technology or research, there have been several exciting developments. For example, scientists have developed new types of solar panels that are more efficient and cheaper, and storage technologies like flow batteries have shown great promise in their ability to store renewable energy. Additionally, there is a lot of research being conducted in the field of green hydrogen, which could revolutionize our energy systems. What are your thoughts on these recent developments? And what do you think are the most pressing areas that need to be researched further in order to accelerate the adoption of renewable energy sources?
I couldn't agree with you more about telemedicine. The potential benefits are numerous and noteworthy. Not only does telemedicine offer greater convenience for patients, but it also allows for more efficient use of medical resources. Additionally, it can help reduce costs for both patients and healthcare providers while simultaneously increasing access to quality care. It's exciting to think about how telemedicine will continue to transform the healthcare industry in the years to come. By the way, have you read any interesting scientific studies or research lately that caught your attention?
I absolutely agree with you about the importance of focusing on energy storage as a priority, as we move towards a cleaner energy future. It's amazing to see how far we've come in solar panel technology and flow batteries, and I'm definitely excited to see what the future holds. As for space exploration, I am very interested in the latest developments. The idea of colonizing Mars is definitely an ambitious and exciting prospect, but there are still many challenges that would need to be overcome. I think it's important to continue researching and exploring, as it expands our understanding of the universe and allows us to learn and grow as a species. What's your take on it?
I think personalized cancer treatments are definitely the future of oncology. It's incredible how far medical research has come in terms of understanding the genetic makeup of cancer cells and how that can impact treatment. Being able to analyze a patient's individual cancer profile can help doctors tailor treatment plans to be more effective and less toxic than traditional therapies. It's an exciting time for healthcare. Do you think there are other areas of medicine that would benefit from a more personalized approach?
Yes, I completely agree that keeping up with political events is essential. It's important to be aware of any changes or developments that may affect our lives, whether it's locally or globally. For example, climate change is a significant issue that requires immediate attention from policymakers. It's also interesting to observe how different political ideologies shape our society and the decisions made by our leaders. Do you have any specific political topics that you find engaging to follow?
I think personalized cancer treatments have the potential to revolutionize how we approach cancer treatment. Every patient is unique, and their cancer is unique as well. By tailoring treatments to the individual, we can increase their chances of success while minimizing side effects. It's exciting to see advancements in medical research, and I'm hopeful that we will continue to make strides towards improving cancer care. Do you have any thoughts on this topic?
Absolutely. I find it really intriguing to explore the effects of technology on democracy and human rights. It's amazing how quickly information can spread and how it can be manipulated to shape public opinion. I think it's important for people to stay informed and aware of the potential consequences of our actions in the digital age. Have you heard about